Tagalog is so clever.
Attention, attention. Aandacht, aandacht. Ceci n'est pas un exercice. Dit is geen oefening. Les personnes désireuses de participer à la
What's that
rencontre
sound? Evacuate the building.
Yes, that's right.
Evacuate the building.
Nuclear war.
de personen die willen deelnemen aan de publieke ontmoeting worden verzocht zich onmiddellijk naar buiten te begeven. De rencontre commence dans. De ontmoeting begint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Goedenavond. Aan onze tafel deze avond Ken Russell, James Johnston, Mary Finley en Alice Tribble. Ken Russell, die ik misschien niet meer moet voorstellen, maar toch nog even ga proberen. Bekend van onder andere Woman in Love, waar hij ooit een Oscar-nominatie kreeg. Tommy, de rockopera, met The Who. En onder andere ook Crimes of Passion in 1984 en Gothic in 1986. Hij komt deze avond de Fall of the Usher of The Laws of Usher voorstellen. James Johnston, zanger van de groep Gallon Drunk, een Londense underground groep waarvan de zanger, dus James, de hoofdrol vertolkte. Mary Finley, zangeres van de Medieval Babes, die eveneens haar ding deed in de film. En Alice Tribble, alias de vrouw van Ken Russell. Donc, je ne sais pas si je dois encore présenter vraiment Ken Russell, mais je vais quand même le faire. Il est connu pour Woman in Love, le film qui lui a apporté une nomination Oscar. Tommy, qu'il a fait avec The Who, qui était un opéra rock. Entre autres aussi Crimes of Passion en 1984 et Gothic en 1986. James Johnston, qui est le chanteur du groupe Gallon Drunk, un groupe londonien underground, et qui maintenant a joué le rôle principal. Mary Finley de The Medieval Babes, aussi un groupe underground qui aussi a joué un des rôles principaux. Et bien sûr Alice Tribble, qui est actuellement la femme de Monsieur Russell.
She's an actress and a poet too.
Et une actrice et une poète aussi, apparemment. Mr. Russell, was it a long time dream to make a home movie?
What was that?
Was it a long time dream to make a home movie?
Yeah, when I was 5, I wanted to make a home movie, and I made one when I was 33. When I was 33, my dream was to make another one, and then I made it at 74. So it was a lifelong ambition,
Yeah.
fulfilled.
Oh, so now it's fulfilled?
Yes, but I'm just starting a new one, The Revenge of the Elephant Man.
Sounds good.
It is good, it's scary.
He's been practicing
He's been practicing what?
for his part.
Ah. You actually started off with a story from Edgar Allan Poe. What do you have against this guy?
The only thing I got against him, he's dead, so I had to take over.
I think he'll love it.
Yeah, I reckon. He'll run it every night. You know, I'm sending up a video into our and I'm going to America soon, and I know where he's buried, so I'm going to try insert my no, I just drop it in as we put it in the film in the microwave. You know.
An homage.
An homage. I see a lot of musicians here at the table. How did you hook up with each other to make the movie?
We didn't hook up specifically because we were, musicians. It's just that we all happen to be a very talented bunch, so we have a lot of strings to our bows. But I met Ken when I was in Edinburgh doing a sort of film and comedy show, and one of the films that I was showing had 2 seconds of erect penis in it, and that meant that I was going to get run out of town, and I ended up getting invited onto a radio show, and there Ken was, and I got talking to him about this film, and he was intrigued, and ever since then we've become lifelong friends.
What about you, James?
I was in one of the low-budget films that Marie was showing in Edinburgh Festival, and was friends with this low-budget filmmaker called Arthur Lager, and Ken saw a film by him, and that's how I became involved. I was going to do the music originally, and then somehow got drafted in for Chaining Up in the Garage. But the food was fantastic.
What about the music? You seem to have a real give big importance to music in the film, whatever film you make. Why is that?
I like it. No, I think it's as far as I'm concerned, it's an integral part of the experience. I was brought up on silent films. I had a hand crank projector when I was 10 years old, and it only showed silent movies. And the silent movies available were all German expressionist films. So that was I'd seen Hollywood movies in the 30s, but just when the war started, I got this little projector, and it opened a new world. Fritz Lang and Metropolis, Siegfried, those wonderful films. So that was when I really started to think, it was an art form. And when I was a big boy, I'd like to make little films like that.
Would you like to be a musician yourself?
Sorry?
Would you like to be a musician yourself?
A musician. Well, I could play the pianola until my shoes wore out. Then I played with bare feet because it's all foot touch, the pianola. Great fun. Because you can get pieces that are arranged for 8 hands. My greatest piece was The Flying Dutchman by Wagner, arranged for 8 hands. It was as though the sea was coming in through the window when I played.
I'm quite curious though, Ken. Can you sing?
I can't sing a note!
He's a fabulous singer. He sings to me all the time. Every minute. Mostly songs
From my childhood. Maresy dotes and dozy dotes and little lambsy divey, a kittly divey too. Would you all join in now? Maresy dozy. Don't. That's Marla. Anyway, you see, we're a very musical bunch.
Yeah. Seems so. Very, very good. It seems to me you improvised a lot in making the movie. Is it actually like that, or did you really?
We rarely improvised on the spot, but as the story developed, we took a year to shoot the film because it was basically at weekends. As we did one scene, we could maybe see the next scene might be attacked in a slightly different angle. And so that's the way we did it right from beginning to end, which is very good. In feature films, you never get that opportunity to usually shoot the end and the beginning on the same day, and it's like a jigsaw puzzle. But to be able to go through in one arc was a great help.
Was it the first time you worked like this?
Yeah, it is. I work like this when I've done a few operas, and you work the same way. You always start at the beginning and go through the end. But in most films, you don't get that luxury. So that was good.
It's what you prefer.
What?
To work like that.
If you can, yeah, because you can go with the flow. Because if you're doing the end and the beginning at the same time, you have to do a huge jump of guesswork as to how the characters are going to develop and how they're going to end up. And the thing is, in all films, the characters are never quite the same as they are on the written page. They develop one way or the other. And if you do it in sequence, you can actually develop with them. I think.
Est-ce qu'il y a des questions dans le public?
Just music.
No, I said.
Music, all kinds. From Gershwin to Shostakovich. Nothing in between. in the way of rock, pop, or whatever, except for this gentleman's music, which is a law unto itself. He can do all sorts of music. He can do rock, he can do classical, and that's a huge talent. And James got it. Hope you go to his show when he comes over. He's coming soon, and so is Marie here with the Medieval Babes. That's it.
Another question for the musicians. You did music, or you do music, you do film. What do you prefer and why?
I'm not a natural singer. I fell into the Medieval Babes because I'd heard that they do a lot of drinking and they study sort of medieval history. So I thought, oh, that sounds like me. So therefore, I prefer doing acting, I guess, because that's what I'm trained in. I did a performing arts degree, which meant I did lots of silly experimental theatre, and I'm still doing it.
What about you, James?
I've forgotten the question, actually. I was just drifting off, sort of just gazing around the room, actually. Where are we? No.
If you...
Music, acting, I'll take either, really. Yeah, well, yes, absolutely. Yes, thank you. I'll take my prompt from you, Marie.
You like video clips?
Oh, I love video clips. What are they?
I like Bobby Dylan.
Me too. He was going to be in it, but he pulled out at the last minute.
Exactly. He was the gorilla.
Yeah, in fact, he was actually in the film as the gorilla.
I heard a story about how you met Ken Russell. Can we know something more about it?
I met him as a student in drama school in New York when he rang my doorbell at 9 in the morning because I had written him a letter on the back of a placemat. And he came by to say hello. I was a drama student with 2 gay men sleeping in my living room, and he stepped over them so graciously, I was smitten. I was in love. And because I was too shy, I never told him. So 20 years later, we met again. When I saw Ian Fisher had... Who's here?
It's wonderful. Ian
He's
Fisher
our Cupid.
has, yes, he's our Cupid. He also has a wonderful website called Savage Messiah. And it is, anyone who's got a computer should tune into it. It's really wonderful.
So he put a newspaper article in the New York paper in which Ken advertised for a friend, I'll call it.
Soulmate.
I told you I'm shy. And I answered it thinking that Ken's friend had put it in. And Ken remembered that
As
he
a
had
joke.
met me. Yeah. And it was love for me from his movies. I saw every single movie. I took a job at a movie theater in order to see Ken Russell movies. That's how pathetic it was. So I'm a maniac fan of Ken Russell, and now I see him a lot.
Is er encore des questions voor het publiek? Zijn er nog vragen uit het publiek? You seem to have all your family working in the movie.
Not all, but quite a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they love it?
Of course, yeah. They've always worked in my movies. From the minute they were born, I have about 8 kids. And as they grow up, you can see them growing up in the movies, you know, as the years go by, from Women in Love to the music, like they get older and older and grayer, and they grow beards, they have children, they all bring them in the movies. Yeah, I've always, you know, the family should be involved in the movie if they want to be. It's because it's a lot of fun. It's dressing up and having fun, which we're still doing.
And now James and I have become Ken and Lucy's adopted children.
Yes, part of the family. Mummy and Daddy to these lovely kiddywinks.
So last question. What writer are you going to shoot a film next, which writers are you going to take as a subject to make a next film?
Next film is definitely The Revenge of the Elephant Man.
You're all having a part in the movie, or?
No, but I'll be an innocent bystander. So I'm sure I'll be in it.
You'll be the back part of the elephant.
Exactly, that's what I'm afraid of.
Un grand merci à Ken Russell et tout le reste.
Thank
Et un
you
grand
very much.
applaudissement.
Thank you. Thanks, folks. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, that was Sweetie Pie.
Thanks very much. You did some good questions.
Hello there.
Can I ask you to sign on my economic trip?
Oh, I'm gonna live forever if I sign that book.
Huh?
I'm gonna live forever, you promised me.
Let's have a try. Put on the line. Just put anything you like. What's on your mind? Maybe some of them wants to.
Sign it again this time. We believe. If we made this film, it worked. Oh my God. We're going back to the store, aren't we, and buying that elephant?
Granny's buying two in case one.
Oh my
In case you
God.
want. You know, we bought a horrible insect for the House of Usher.
And we had to throw it away
No,
because
we know it's hidden in the garage. I think you hid it.
yeah, because
Or I
it
told
was so
you to hide
horrible.
it.
It was so disgusting. And you said you were going to pull it out of Valdemar's butt, so we hid it. I refused to allow that. I said it was,
You know those wireworms that are lined up with all legs?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it was like that. It was so real.
and every time we went to get it in the car, Ken would freak out when I say, remember, it's that rubber worm we did wrong. It's all right, it's the rubber worm. But finally we hid it where we couldn't see it. And I also didn't think Valdemar needed to have it.
No, it's fine, wasn't it?
Where are you from? Yeah, all right.
That'll go.
Yeah, we went there
Go
today.
over our fire.
We went there today. Traveled.
It looks real boy.
Well, it depends on the place.
Thank you. We really appreciate that. He's given us a nice poster.
Oh,
First one.
Wow, lovely.
oh, thank you.
Ah, amazing.
Now here's your wine down there. You guys.
Thank you very much.
Can I ask you as well?
Yeah, sure.
You can have your drink first.
You can have my...
No, you can have a drink first if you want.
Oh, don't worry. I can wait. It's not going to go away.
No, not sure. I'm not quite sure.
This one also on the computer.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like that one. Yeah, we like that.
Thank you.
You've had some wonderful posters, I remember.
Wow, look at them all.
Yeah.
Which one did you get?
That one.
Oh, this year's.
Yeah. Lovely.
Can I have a look at that?
Why? Me. name or you? Anyway, like that. Yeah. Martina. Oh, good. Thank you. Good, good.
So how do you like to be known then? How would you like to be known?
Oh, I am Freddie.
So you want to be known as Freddie? I don't know whether you want to be known as Jesus. Where do you want me to invite it?
Je comprends, non, je pense.
You can pick. If we come to Brussels in April, I'll get everybody to sign it. Yeah.
It's a lovely colour.
Yeah, it is nice, isn't it? The one that we bought for the latest one.
Steve Bell.
Yeah, it's fabulous.
That's the last thing. Here's the name of the organizer of the festival.
It doesn't work very well. Oh, it's working now.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
it's just because it's so fast.
Yeah. And yeah, if you can dedicate just this signature for also. And the other's just your signature for the volunteer of
So
the festival.
Freddie Dirk you want?
Freddie, the Swede is one.
No, no, it's you,
And
Freddie
then
Dirk.
Dirk,
Dirk.
Manuel,
Oh, right.
Guy,
Well,
Thibaut.
each one, you mean?
Yeah, each one.
Different name. Got it. When she's finished with that.
Got it?
Yeah. Do you want my name as well, or just their names?
No, especially your name.
Especially
But
mine.
dedicated to
Yeah, I've got it.
Maybe
Got-
I can ask them to give you one autograph too. Each of them. Thank you, my dear.
Okay.
Okay?
So all these people.
I'll leave it to dry.
Yeah, all these things. One of your album.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Yeah, no, we're coming here in end of May.
End of May?
Yeah.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, last time we played it. Yeah, we played it.
Yeah, no. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
No, thank you.
I love this book. It's amazing.
I want Freddie. Can you get us a copy? I don't think so.